Good morning. Mr. Speaker, members of the 22nd Navajo Nation Council, chapter official, relatives, and friends. It's always my privilege to appear before this distinguished body. It is my honor to introduce my wife of 47 years, the First Lady, Miss Martha Shelly. She's my foundation and the strength of my family, to which I'm very grateful. Vice President Rex Lee Jim is representing us in consultation on health education in Washington, D.C. The Vice President and I want to say thank you to everyone here today, especially our Navajo citizens sitting in the gallery. I want to acknowledge visiting federal, state, county, and other tribal leaders here with us today. Most importantly, I want to thank our co-talkers, veterans, and those who continue to serve in the armed forces. I attended the Mescalero Apache Tribal inauguration earlier this month. Fifth and sixth graders there were read and they expressed their hope for the future. They wrote about their parents' alcohol abuse, that abuse leads to child abuse and hunger. They were hungry because their parents spent money on alcohol. These letters were heavy on my heart because I know some of our Navajo children are in the same situation. It is our place together to solve these troubling dilemmas. We can use our leadership to build on our nation's future. Our people expect a stable and reliable government. We can grant them what that wish as each of us recount our oath and chose to uphold our commitment to the people. Recently, members of the NIEZ chapter passed a resolution seeking our assistance. They wanted more officers in the areas to provide more patrol for Highway 550 due to the rise of alcohol-related accidents. We responded with a real working solution within 7 days. Together with the state of New Mexico and San Juan County Sheriff Office, we came up with a plan to protect travelers and residents along Highway 550 and put personnel in the now Divvy substation. This year, I'm presenting to you our Navajo Nation energy policy. The energy policy will guide us as we develop our resource and renewable energy potential. We have always taken large steps and met with energy stakeholders. We have done so with the health of our people in mind. Energy is our prime source of gross revenue receipt. The energy policy is comprehensive and will be presented to this council by spring session. We are the first sovereign nation with a developed energy policy which will reflect today's technology. I will be signing a memorandum of understanding next week with the United States Department of Energy, Lawrence Livermore National Lab, so that the Navajo Nation moves forward with the developing energy projects. The MOU will allow technical assistance from the leading energy personnel to assist us in solving a few of our nation's energy issues. We want to establish a research and development facility where some of our brightest minds will work on Navajo energy issue and put the Navajo Nation in a position to compete with the rest of the world. Our Human Resource Division doesn't have internal policy for the hiring process. We need internal policies that are fair for those applying for Navajo Nation jobs. This year, I will sign an executive order for all Navajo Nation division to finalize policy and procedure that will make our own Navajo Nation employees fully accountable. These new government guidelines will establish order to make our program a better and stronger workplace. We will tighten the use of our government P-cards system so that it works with sufficient accountability. The Office of the Controller and Department of Justice will create a more comprehensive P-card policy this quarter. On another financial matter, I want to hear from our Navajo living in Utah and what they think about the Navajo to Utah Trust Fund. Next month, I will host a series of town hall meetings to hear what the Utah Navajo community wants. I want my marching orders come from them. This year, I have proposed the Navajo Nation Sales Tax Distribution Reform Act of 2012, which split Navajo sales tax revenue with 10% to Navajo scholarship. This plan will raise up to $4 million annually for Navajo Nation scholarship. My role is to foster job creation and scholarship, but I also have to protect existing job and revenue. Currently, the United States EPA is proposing that a Navajo generating station install costly emission reduction technology. The technology could force the closure of the plant, which would negatively impact our economy and cost Navajo their job. Through President Obama's executive order that tribal consultation with the United States EPA will allow federal regulatory to understand how to propose will affect Navajo lives. We are negotiating a new lease for the power plant that could bring much needed revenue to the nation. We are making sure that Navajo, like NGS, employees like Ray Holgate and his co-worker have jobs for many years to come. Mr. Holgate wrote, "If Navajo could see for themselves, they know NGS is a place to be proud of, not to look down on." During the past year together, we completed many tasks, and we need to continue working together. Most recently, we celebrated the opening of the Northern Edge Casino. This business venture brought 374 new jobs to the Four Corner regions. It opened with record numbers in attendance. Tornado Resort and Casino construction is on schedule and will be open for business in 2013. Through negotiation of various programs and projects such as Navajo Head Start and NEP, we saved $125 million. By working together with all three branches, we are finishing off the Malta Judicial Complex in Tuba City, Kayenta, and Crown Point, and we are working on plans for other communities. We must be prepared for cuts to the federal budget. In our annual budget, we are in the surplus mode. It is important we remain responsible and protect people's budget. This year, we are asking our division to create a budget that requires a 5% reduction because the federal budget may shrink by as much as 15%. That brings me to my final point. A year ago, I sat in this chamber and spoke of unity and work together. It's important that we keep our commitment to the work ahead and where we all want to be. A strong, confident nation. Hear me, Shenantai, a strong, confident nation. We are creating jobs, making education better, and becoming a healthier people. I propose a legislation executive branch summit to discuss growth. We will do that. And how we can make government more responsive in meeting the needs of our people. We will hold that summit. It is now 1 year into the conference and my presidency. This is a new year with a new opportunity. As leaders, Shenantai, let's honor and respect each other. We can debate issues and disagree. We have always faced opposition, but we must work for the betterment of the people in the nation. Let's get it done. Let's get it done together. With your faith, hope, and prayers, may we again, as tribal leaders, find common ground to lead this nation to prosperity. Thank you for your public service, and may God bless each and every one of you. I for allowing me to say a few words for you.